Hello everybody, I'm Thomas Schermerhorn, and this is another random drawing that I worked on in the big pad, right? I didn't start out recording this, right? But then it turned into just a lot of really cool stuff, and so I wanted to try and start recording it, and so I did, right? I'm thinking of the basic forms and the rocks and where the lighting is coming from, right? I didn't have really any guidelines here. I just put I think I put the figure in, and then based on the figure I built everything else up, right? This is not a part of anything. I just like to really draw scenery sometimes, and so I'm trying to think of the various structures and rocks and the cliffs. Like, this drawing really goes crazy because I'm really trying to think of, oh, what is he sitting on, where is he going, and what is he doing. I didn't think of too much around the feet, which you can't see right now, right? Because it was something I ignored, and then I jumped into the shading and so on and so forth, right? This tree gave me a lot of trouble too, right? I didn't have any reference with this though, so I'm not beating myself up over this, right? I was drawing from memory, from what I know trees and rocks look like and the human figure looks like, and I think I need more study with the human figure. That's definitely how I feel you take care of the lazy drawing, is you study more of it. I wanted to add some texture to the tree, so what I did was I took the pencil and I did these curves, and the idea was that I kept building that up until it gave us a really good tone and whatnot. I like how it turned out. Other than that, I start trying to give the tree more depth and whatnot, and so I just shaded a little bit of it. I wanted to define more of the cliff, right? And at the end of it, I believe I really punch in a lot of the detail for the cliffs, really trying to play around with ways that I could define a cliff, right? So on and so forth. I really don't know where I was going with this cliff though, right? This turned in from a cliff to like vines, right? You know, it kind of looks like vines now. We get a little blurry so we can't see it. I didn't notice that, so I am sorry about that. I didn't know really how to go about this tree, right, and the leaves, so I just sort of ignored it. Yeah, that's what I did. I ignored it. And then I played around with the lighting on this rock. Also remembering that he is sitting in front of the rock, so there's not going to be any light really coming through there and so forth. This is another drawing. You see me getting a lot of tones. This was over the course of several days. I took breaks on this. right? This wasn't a day that I achieved this level of shading and depth, right? As good or as bad as it is, right? It took me several days to achieve that level of tone, and so on and so forth. And I believe I also came in with some graphite powder, right? Because I was getting lazy at this point. And I was just like, okay, I can blend this out or something. Take care of this, right? Yeah, but you know, sometimes I have projects like this where I just set these aside and I work on them little by little. Grass, I'm learning with grass that it's just this really gradual thing that you build up, right, over the course of several marks and several layers. This is how you should handle grass, and really any drawing that you're layering with, you need to remember that you're gonna have to maybe do a couple layers, blend out, and then do a couple more layers. Otherwise, it just gets tedious, right? It gets annoying, and probably other artists will agree. I need to figure out a better position for the camera. I think the reason why everything's so blurry is the positioning I have for the camera, and so forth. I just don't know how I can do that with the space I have. Really tried to make this cliff pop out, and so forth, and I've really tried to adopt cross-hatching in this, right? Because cross-hatching is quick and a little playful, right? You can build up a lot of tone, a lot of texture, and so forth, and it's really fun for creating roots, right? 'Cause you can literally just you literally just curl at the end. You curl the pencil, so on and so forth, right? It's a lot of fun, and I'm sorry that this is blurry right here, and whatnot. But I also tried to at the end play with this tree, really get that in there, and now you can see what I did with it. This was when I put in a lot of the grass, right? And you see what I mean by, you know, just building up tone with these little tiny strokes, and so forth. It's so much easier when you think of it like shapes, and little tiny specks of grass, and it sort of looks that way, and whatnot. And then everything else is, you know, part of that cliff falling off, right? You know, this guy, he sort of lives on the dangerous side, sitting on a cliff on the edge of with those rocks and everything. It's just, how doesn't he not fall off, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you thought about this. This was just a little fun video. That's why I didn't obsess over too much stuff. I just wanted to do a drawing. I was working on a dragon, I think, but I'm not sure because this one was so old. Anyways, don't forget to share, comment, like, tell me what you thought about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Various shadings that I may or may want to do.